Good day everyone, my name is Moreno, and the topic I choose is all about Chapter 3, Agricultural and Industrial Revolution. The history of global market integration. Before, people only produce for their family. Nowadays, economy demands the different sectors to work together in order to produce, distribute, and exchange products and services. What caused the shift in the way people produce for their needs? The Agricultural and Industrial Revolution. First, Agricultural Revolution. Agricultural Revolution was also known as Neolithic Revolution. The Agricultural Revolution began in 12,000 years ago. Agricultural Revolution was the first big economic change. Pomeranz 20,000. People learned how to domesticate plants and animals. They realized that it's much more productive than hunter-gatherer societies. Next, Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution is the secondary major economic revolution in the 80s. Factories pop up and change how work function. Instead of working at home, where people work for their family by making things from start to finish, they began working as wage laborers and becoming more specialized in their skills. However, every economic revolution comes with economic casualties. Robber barons, a 19th century industrialist, a person who has become rich through ruthless and unscrupulous business practices. With more productivity, came greater wealth, but also greater economic inequality. In the later 19th century, labor unions began to form. These organizations of workers sought to improve wages and working conditions through collective action, strikes, and negotiation. Inspired to Marxist principles, labor unions gave way for minimum wage law, reasonable working hours, and regulations to protect the safety of the workers. Capitalism versus socialism. First, capitalism. Adam Smith, The Wealth of Nations, 1776, the father of capitalism, Scottish economist. His contribution is division of labor, gross domestic product, theory of the invisible hand. It is an economic system in which private individuals own all the material means of production and all economic activities are undertaken for the purpose of profit. Features of capitalism: private ownership of the means of production, profit motive, free market competition, limited government intervention. Pros of capitalism: incentive to innovate, efficient allocation of resources, increased standard of living. Cons of capitalism: environmental damage, inequality, and exploitation. Next, socialism. Karl Marx, The Communist Manifesto, Das Kapital, a German economist. His contribution, Marxism. It is a political and economic theory of social organization which advocates the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. Feature of socialism: public ownership of the means of production, central planning, distribution of wealth, social welfare, and equality. Pros of socialism: reduce inequality, better social welfare, more environmental protection. Cons of socialism: less freedom, less innovation, less efficiency, more corruption. The Information Revolution. The Information Revolution, technology has reduced the role of human labor and shifted it from a manufacturing-based economy to one that is based on service work and the production of ideas rather than goods. What do jobs in the post-industrial society look like? Agricultural jobs, which once were a massive part of the Philippine labor force, have fallen drastically over the last century. As the United States manufacturing jobs, which were the lifeblood of their economy for much of the 20th century, have declined in the last 30. Primary labor market includes jobs that provide many benefits to workers like high incomes, job security, high insurance, and retirement packages. These are white-collar professions like doctors, accountants, and engineers. The primary labor market includes jobs that provides many benefits to workers like high incomes, job security also, health insurance, and retirement packages. These are white-collar also professions like doctors, accountants, and engineers. And second is secondary labor or secondary labor market jobs provide fewer benefits and include lower skills job and lower level services sector jobs. They tend to cost less, have more unpredictable schedules, and typically do not offer benefits like health insurance. They also tend to have less job security. What is the next for capitalism and socialism? It is the information revolution. Nowadays, a key part of both our economic and political landscape is corporations. Corporations are defined as organizations that exist as legal entities and have liabilities that are separate from its members. Corporations are operating across national boundaries, which means that the future of the Philippine economy and most countries' economies will play out on a global scale. There is not single country that is completely independent. All are dependent in some degree on international trade for their own prosperity. That is why the increase in international trade has both created and been supported by international regulatory groups like World Trade Organization or WTO. And transnational trade agreements such as North American Free Trade Agreement or NAFTA. Global corporations, companies that extend beyond the borders of a country are called multinational or transnational corporations. They intentionally surpass national borders and take advantage of the opportunities in different countries to manufacture, distribute, market, and sell their products. Multinational corporations. Multinational companies own a home company and its subsidiaries. Multinational companies also have a centralized management system. Multinational companies will face a barrier in decisions making due to its centralized management system. Example of multinational corporations is Google and Microsoft. Transnational companies do not have subsidiaries, just many companies. Transnational companies also do not have centralized management system, also are able to gain more interest in the local markets since they maintain their own systems. Example of transnational corporations are McDonald's and Nestle. Effects of global corporations, workers that are exploited as their wages are cut, resulting in sweatshop labor or the instance where workers have long working hours, substandard wages, and poor working conditions. Creates more pollution, more deforestation, and destruction of natural gases. Creates more jobs, unemployment rate decreases, higher rate economic growth, and reduce the prices of the products. Also increase purchasing power of consumers. And that's all. Hope you learned something. Thank you po.